It's the bacon, egg, and cheese show with Lady Love, Bad Bunny, and I go by Miss Lissa. We gon' wake that ass up. It's the bacon, egg, and cheese show, and cheese show. We give you what you need, yo. You need, yo. Every 3 times a week, yo. A week, yo. It's the bacon, egg, and cheese show, and cheese show.
Yeah, bacon, egg, and cheese about to wake that ass up. Girl, who is you playing with? Wake that ass up. Told your big daddy when you wake your ass up. Yo, what is you waiting for? Wake that ass up.
After we do the show, then stop. Then what? Subscribe it like it's hot. After we do the show, then stop. Now what? Subscribe it like it's hot. Now subscribe it like it's hot. Now subscribe it like it's hot. BEC, so subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. BEC, so subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. Subscribe it like it's hot.
Yo, you are the best on this shit. Look. The way you say Jersey, Yo, make some noise, Jersey. Hold on to the Jersey.
New Jersey, make some noise, Jersey. New Jersey.
Y'all gonna stop treating Jersey like that, man. What up, Lissa? Happy Friday.
TGIF. I was actually losing my voice that day. I was trying to give it some energy.
I don't know how you be losing your voice because you are the turn-up queen. Ladies and gentlemen, they had me at Live Nation one day. They wanted to interview me. I was up here sounding all smart and shit. And then they said, you gonna freestyle? I said, freestyle? My best Soldier Boy voice. I said, freestyle? I said, no, Miss Lissa gonna freestyle. And that's when I saw, like, I always knew Miss Lissa got personality, but that's when I saw the star. She was freestyling and having everybody interact. And that's the thing. I be telling God he forsaked me, you know, because Miss Lissa be doing stuff I can't. So shout out Lissa.
Good morning,
everybody.
Hey, Babs. Thank you, Luck. We all love a good flower. You know that you do amazing things. Stop playing. Welcome to the BEC show. You know it's time for your favorite dish. The breakfast is being served at this club right now.
Yo, we need gang signs for bacon, egg, and cheese. Bacon, egg, cheese. You know what I'm saying?
Heard you.
Years ago, somebody got in the club, the strip club, the 2 men was talking in sign language. Somebody thought they were throwing gang signs up and jumped them.
Well, speaking of signs, everyone's favorite city girl, Carisha, was getting backlash because after holding up her Go Papi sign at the BET Awards when Diddy, Sean Puffy Combs was getting his Lifetime Achievement Award, he had got up there and thanked everybody, his mother, God, and Cassie, and did not thank her. Well, he must have been in the doghouse because he posted this, and it's a picture of her holding up the sign, and he says, the caption is, "This is one of the sweetest things anyone ever done for me. Thank you, Shorty Wop." Now, he posted her, he thanked her, so everybody could get off his back. Clearly, she must have said something to him. He probably was tired of all the comments in the comment section as well. So he acknowledged that this was something sweet, and he appreciated Carisha, Young Miami, for holding up that sign, even though JT was tapping her leg and smiling like, girl,
I said what I said.
Put the sign down. How do y'all feel about Diddy acknowledging Young Miami and posting this? Although it was 16 hours ago and almost 3 or 4 days since the damn 5 days.
Exactly. And it goes back to what I said, that it's the city girl takeover. All right? All these days later, they're still talking about Young Miami. And so this is how you do it. So shout out to Young Miami. Nobody cares about the other performances that happened at the BET Awards. Okay? It's the city girl takeover. That's what you do. You beat your face, you put some sexy on, you make you a sign, you go to the show, and you say, "City girls up 10 points. What we doing? Period.
I mean, it's between that and all these memes y'all making about Lil Kim. I don't find the Lil Kim memes funny anymore because we know that she danced like that and she does, you know what I mean? So, okay, Bab said there'll be no Kim slander, but we know that that's what Kim does. So, you know, all of the leprechaun things, it's not funny no more because, you know, so.
I love Little Kim, okay? Okay, hot damn hoe, here we go again. One thing
Wanna
about
rumble with the beat,
Kim,
huh?
Kim been having moves since back in the day, even when she was doing this all the time. What we not going to do is call Lil Kim a leprechaun. Like, no, she's not a leprechaun. We love Little Kim, and that's just what it is. Like, no.
I love her dances. I love married dances. Like that's their thing. Like people got their steps. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
like my mom got this step that she been doing since since I was a kid. My mom go. You know what I mean? That's her step. So like, you know, when her song come on, that's what she gonna do. It's like a workout thing. So y'all can't be clowning somebody because they got their step, you know?
I got a little step too. Like when my song come on, I do like a little shuffle. So everybody got their dance
Now
move.
your Millie Rock is fire though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
30.
Yeah, like, yeah. Oh, that's 30. Yo, my nephews was making fun of me the other day. They was putting together some furniture for me because I paid them now. And they was like that the furniture was 30. I was like, well, I get 30. They both stopped and looked up at me. I was like, what? I get 30. And it's like, go ahead. I didn't know what I was even talking about, but I was like, chill.
Babs, how do you feel about people coming at Lil Kim and scrutinizing her dance moves?
Listen, the hate is real, but at the end of the day, Little Kim is still being spoken about all these years later. So at the end of the day, she's still booked and busy. All right. She's still getting booked. She's still like, who wanna rumble with the B, huh? And y'all don't know what y'all life gonna be like. Y'all haven't been in Little Kim's shoes. You're not the queen. It's hard being the queen. It is hard being the queen. You're a peasant. And all these peasants out here talking about the queen, you could never. All right? Period. Shout out to Little Kim.
I had a shot this morning. Can I say something about Lil Kim?
It depends. Are you taking shots or you just said you had a shot?
I had a shot.
All right, go ahead. We want to know.
I don't think, see, a lot of people have made fun of Kim over the years for plastic surgery and things of that nature, and her makeup and things of that nature. But for some reason, Kim's not telling y'all what happened. And I think if y'all knew why Kim looked like this, and that's the crazy part about it, because I'm like, maybe she's not looking for the endorsements and all that. But if the world really knew why Little Kim was doing what she was doing, y'all would rally behind her. Y'all would rally behind her. And a lot of y'all would feel. See, like with Chadwick Boseman, y'all made fun of him. That boy lost weight, and then y'all found out he had cancer, and then God dealt with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Look how they treated Michael Jackson for years.
Yeah.
And now they praising Homegirl for, you know what I'm saying?
Same thing. See, y'all disgusting. Kim was in a domestic relationship, violent relationship, and I guess because of it's so much and that story is so deep, and like you have to really know what was going on, or you have to do deep research to find out. But I don't know, Babs is here and she's friends with all parties, but this shit go back all the way to Hot 97 days with her and the Foxy shit. But Kim was in a domestic relationship. She had her whole face broken, and people don't talk about that.
Right.
And she had to get reconstructive surgery.
Right. I said, like, that's she had to get Kim never. You gotta be
never made herself a victim because it's a crazy situation. So I understand why she never spoke about it. But y'all, and the worst part about it is like, so she had to go through that domestic violent relationship, had to get reconstructive surgery on her whole face, and they have to deal with the world clowning her. Like,
now, I love Lil Kim, but
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying people in general. Like Kim, to me, let me finish. Kim is one of the strongest people that I've seen out in this hip hop shit. because yo, all of the articles, all of the memes, all of the everything, and at the end of the day, she still show up. And knowing that, you know, for you to take all of that, the average bear, it would have crushed them. So shout out Lil Kim and shout out whoever is keep on strong. Shout out to God, and we love her.
And Kim is always so nice and so sweet, super humble. Like every time I've ever been around Lil Kim, she's always a pleasure to be around. I've been around SoundCloud rappers who have a bigger ego and act more Hollywood than the Queen Bee herself. So salute to you, Lil Kim. We love you, Kimberly Jones. Can't nobody play with you on this platform. Okay?
Little Kim is a big reason why, you know, I wanted to do what I do. Like Little Kim, Foxy Brown, me standing in front of the mirror with my remote for my television, acting like it was a mic, and I would put their records on, and whenever they would say their name, I would fill it in with my name, and I would act like I was them, but I was me though. I wasn't them, but I was me in their shoes, like manifesting, you know, when I'm standing in front of the mirror and I could see the crowd and I'm just embodying being them, but still being me, you know what I'm saying? And doing it my way. And so at the end of the day, making me so proud to be from Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? Like Little Kim, Biggie, that whole movement played a major part in my cockiness of Brooklyn and how I ride. And so shout out to Little Kim, and that's period.
That's a fact.
I was more of a Foxy fan, like really big Foxy.
Turn her mic off.
What? Now I'm dead ass serious. When I got my record deal, because I was on Hot 97 and I was rapping, I was supposed to win Foxy album, China Doll. So I'm dead ass in Def Jam getting a record deal. And then like, okay, you got a record deal? Ooh. And I'm like, do I still get Foxy album? Like, that's how much of a fan I was. Foxy wrote me when I was locked up too. Or was she locked up? No, she was locked up. I wrote her. But there was a verse that Foxy had that she first came out. She had a remix with Shy. And I used to lie and tell people that was me until they found out one day it wasn't. But it's a song Foxy got with Shy. I was in 8th grade. Like, yeah, nigga, that's me. Listen to my verse, you know?
Now, we exposed a little bit of Kim's background, and I'm just going to say this as a media personality. I'm not going to come from a stan or a fan, even though I love Kim more. This has nothing to do with the fact that I love Lil Kim more. But Foxy is she's not as nice as Kim always is. She's the kind of person that will try to bully you into giving her flowers.
Oh, nah, yeah.
She is the kind of person who's not as humble as you would like. Humility gets you a lot further than the demeanor that Foxy has. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to tell nobody how she was DMing the Rock the Bells page and saying mean things. I'm not going to say nothing about that. I'm just going to say that I really wish Foxy Brown was a little nicer, because sometimes she's a little nasty and rude, and she tries to bully people into appreciate her, and you get more flies with honey than you do with, you know, the rest of the saying.
Shout out Foxy. Hold up.
Yeah.
Shout out Foxy Brown. You know what I'm saying? Just for me, you know, for me being a female rapper from Brooklyn. Shout out to Foxy Brown. And I'm unfortunately you had that experience, Miss Lissa. Sometimes we meet these artists and you know you don't ever know what their days are like that day, and sometimes they could come off nasty. I'm pretty sure it's people that probably felt like, you know, I was nasty to them, and I want to say sorry. It didn't happen that many.
I first met you was nasty.
That many times.
When I first met you, so I know what.
I'm all fall short of being perfect. None of us are perfect, but we're gonna be perfectly honest. I mean, I've been around people who probably think if somebody told you I'm really nice and someone tells you I'm a bitch, believe both of them, because I handle people accordingly. So I'm just gonna say, you know, nobody's perfect, and sometimes we have our days. Maybe she was on her menstrual. I don't know. I'm just saying that every time I've been around Lil Kim, there hasn't been one time. Even there was a time where her PR team and people were trying to shuffle her away, and she legit stopped and made sure she answered questions and talked to people. It's just a different kind of vibe. And it's something so amazing about Lil Kim that I just wanted to, acknowledge her. She's really sweet every time. Every time.
Sabrina Beats, I need the acapella sample of Moneybag Yo. I don't like nobody, because I would have loved to put that right there. I don't like nobody. I would have loved. I ain't getting to the stories. Okay, Babs, you could be politically correct if you want. I was just speaking from, artists,
What is it? Next topic, please.
Yeah, I ain't getting to how I feel about the bitches.
Next topic, please.
I ain't personally. But if the personal shit with me and the bitches, I was just, okay?
If you love Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show and you want more, make sure you are following the BEC Show on Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel after the show. Head to YouTube, go to the search box, type in Bacon, Egg, the letter N, Cheese Show, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any exclusive content. Now, we were talking about the Queen Bee, but what about a Queen Roach? So there's a TikToker who
be doing these stories, man.
Huh?
Why you be doing these stories, man?
It's not me. This is what the people send. Shout out to The Kitchen. Shout out to Brina B. Shout out to Star. Shout out to BK's Bully. Thank you for the topic. Shout out to Overflow. We have a team of people in the kitchen helping to prepare your
Our kitchen needs to be clean and not talk about no roaches.
But this roach is a superhuman. They might need a super roach. They might need to be on Bunny's Got Talent. So a TikToker shared that someone was mysteriously ringing her mother's doorbell. So they went to the camera and figured out that it was a hood roach. I'm going to let her tell you because she's going to tell you better than I can.
I ain't looking at this dumb shit, yo.
Because I'm gonna go to bed and I'm waiting for it all to dry so I can wash it off my face. Okay. So I was at my mom's house, right? And she kept telling us like somebody keeps ringing her doorbell at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh, that's weird. But every time she went to go check, she couldn't find out who it was. So we was over there asleep because it was like late. It was probably like 4 o'clock in the morning. And somebody rings the doorbell. So I'm like, God, I'm friendly. So I go to look at the camera on my phone. It's a goddamn roach. Bro, I had to go show my mom so she knew that we was all seeing the same thing. So we looking at it, and it's looking at us, and we looking back at it, and it's looking at us, and bitch opened the door. Oh, what? Don't say anything because I'm gonna go to bed and I'm waiting for it.
That's a talented roach. Y'all roaches only know how to run when the lights go on. This roach knows how to ring the bell. Maybe this roach is a Jehovah roachness. We don't know, but we're going to go to our ladies for commentary. How do you feel about the roach ringing doorbells? Babs?
Go ahead, love. Go ahead.
First of all, okay, I'm not going to speak about how Chanel feels about it. I'm just going to be a part of this situation. Okay, we get reincarnated, and we don't know if, now that's not how I really feel about the roach, but I'm just trying to be deep for y'all. But like, what if the roach was somebody else pulling up trying to communicate? So I'm gonna tell all my loved ones, pick a different body, because if you come to me as a roach, you're not gonna get your message across. You gotta come back as something else. I went to the graveyard to see my dad, and I'm out there having a moment, and all of a sudden the flies started flying around me, and now they're getting on me. I don't know if it's my dad or this is just really terrible insects. I bounced. It was like 93 degrees. I said I came to say goodbye. You understand what I'm saying? But it could have been my father trying to tell me he loved me too. I'm not going to know. So if you get a chance in your next lifetime to pick what you come back as, don't do an insect. Definitely not roach.
Yes. Shout out to the Dons. What's good? First of all, I was just about to say, this is why you have to be kind to all creatures, all living things. You have to be kind to it, because I was just about to say that. Yo, we don't know, yo, it's crazy. But yeah, I don't do roaches at all. And if a loved one came back as a roach, don't worry. So they ain't gonna be here long. They're gonna be reincarnated very quickly because I'm getting them out of here. I'm gonna be like, yeah, nah, choose that, boop, you gone. Like,
Yeah.
there you go.
Should have came back as a dog.
The whole fact.
But not in China, bro.
The whole fact.
Well, speaking of dogs, Jacquees was in an interview.
You're so stupid.
No, he dogged T-Pain out. He said that T-Pain hated on him, and I'm going to let him explain how. Y'all funny. I wasn't calling Jacquees no dog.
Yeah, you're a speaker.
Favorite album in high school?
Favorite album in high school? Yeah, in high school, probably middle school.
In middle school, what was your favorite album?
I used to like that Epiphany album, T-Pain album. Yo, man, T-Pain still got bops, man.
Yeah.
I rock with T-Pain. Yo, is he sneakily popping up on the new album? Nah, T-Pain, look, he hated on me.
Oh,
What?
wait,
What happened? He hated on me. That's my boy, though. He hated on me, though.
Like, as if he just said no.
Nah, he was the one that started all that stuff, saying I was monetizing off the remixes and all that stuff. But that's still
Was that him?
Yeah, that was T-Pain.
Didn't he do a lot
I had
of
to call him
remixes?
out, though. I had to.
I thought he did a lot of remixes, so now.
Okay, so.
Yo, first of all, I'm so mad I didn't put this in the group chat. Did y'all see the slide of they said that Luther Vandross was the original Jacquees? Did y'all see that slide? I have to find it. It blew my mind that Luther Vandross, all them songs are cover songs, yo. And he got mad at them records with Dionne Warwick records at first. Yo, they said he's the original. Yo, I'm so mad right now. Yo, I'm so mad. Yo, it blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. I was like, and then people in the comments was like, don't you ever compare Luther to Jacquees. He made them records better. Luther made them records better. Don't you ever. It blew my mind, yo. You gotta find.
Made it a hot song.
Yo, y'all have to find this slide. It's on one of these Shade Room, Boiler Alert. You have to, yo, you gotta find it. It gotta be somewhere. But Luther is a cover artist, yo. Most of his hits.
But Jacquees definitely made Elemental P song better. That song, I don't know that song, but you know what song I'm talking about. He did that song better than she did. So I mean, and that's why she got mad. But that's just how it goes.
Some of Luther's songs, they was faster. He speeded them down. Oh, Bully said it's on the Shade Room, Lissa. Find that. Yo, he was like, let me hold you tight. Mad slow. The original one is let me hold you tight. Like, yo, it's crazy.
Yo, but a lot of people be doing that. You know, a lot of people have done that back in the day. When I went to look up a Stevie Wonder song, Heaven Help Us All, there was like 9 different versions from 9 different poppin' people. You know what I'm saying? And like a lot, my cousin always told me, you know, who owns Sugar Hill, like every
link.
Yo, Bully, find that link. Bully,
send me the link, baby. I'm looking.
Send the link, Bully. We need it.
I'll find it. But you know, a lot of people did the cover songs and back in their day. Like look at Whitney Houston. Her biggest song is her doing Dolly Parton over. You know what I mean?
And Shaka Khan.
Lotto, what up?
I'm Every Woman was a Shaka Khan song. And Ribbon, you know, that's a cover too.
Always Love You.
All of them songs.
Yo, Luther though. First of all, I just found out that my mom was in a group back in the days. And first of all, let me tell you something. I was furious when I found this out. Okay? And the reason why I was so mad is because, Mom, you know what I do. How you let me go all these years trying to figure out where the gene come from, and it comes from you. All these years, the gene, I'm asking around, who in the family do music? Nobody. I don't know. Nobody I know.
Hilarious.
Nobody I know. And it's my own mother.
Hilarious.
And she used to do cover songs. It was her and 2 of her friends. And one of the friends, I know them very well. So when I found out she was in the group too, I couldn't believe it. And my aunt told me. And my aunt was drunk. And so she told me. And then she was like, you didn't know? I said, no. So yes, the they've been doing cover records, but I just wanted to put that out there since we're talking about cover songs, that my mother used to be out there being one of the cover artists. Okay, she did that. So now I gotta find this footage of my mother.
I love a good cover. You know, shout out to all the artists who have independent music. And if that is you, make sure you hit Lady Luck up. You can email her because she's putting people's music on television shows. She has a plethora of platforms where she can place your music. So if this is you and your friends is like, I don't want to hear that, I want to hear covers.
See, you started off good. You started off good, and I liked it. But then you went left. You started off good, Lissa.
I'm left-handed, so I'm never right.
All right, whatever. Anyway, next topic.
No, but how can they get their music to you? Please let them know the email.
The post is on my page. I've barely been posting lately, and you can tell I'm a fine motherfucker. I still look good. I still got it. But I ain't been posting a lot lately because I dead serious been busy on doing everything that I'm working on, placing these songs. We finishing up the album. I have all these companies we relaunching. We just did a new logo for Lucky CBD. We relaunching that. We're coming out with a lube that is healthy.
Lucky Lube?
Lucky CBD lube. We have that. We coming out with.
Coochie high?
Huh?
You getting the coochie high? Like, what does it do to CBD? Does it numb it? Like, what is the point of putting CBD in your coochie?
With women, just make the ride a little slippier, like sometimes, just make it. Anyway, we got the Lucky CBD lube coming out. We have a line for dogs coming out because your dogs be wilding. They need to chill the fuck out. So we got different things that's going to help them calm down and be barking and being aggressive.
You should have had that earlier. You could have helped Caesar out. If you would have gave Caesar some of the CBD for his dog, he would still have his job. Like,
yeah, he needed it. But no, dogs definitely be wilding. So we have a line like that. Like I said, Pure V, we just perfecting the recipe. So it's a lot of things behind the scenes that I'm working on. So that's why I ain't been posting. But with all that being said, you can hit my page and there's a post that ain't going to be too hard to find. And you could follow the instructions in the comment section. Please don't DM me. I'm not in the DMs reading about your music. I told you to hit the email. That's where we can all help you out.
Can I ask this? I would like to ask I don't know if I should ask the guys or the girls, but is having a drop vulva equal to a man's penis not being able to get erect?
Oh, for one not being wet? No, because it's different. Like you could tell with the body and how into it they are. You know what I'm saying? So, I've learned there's a difference between dating like lesbians or dating like straight women, and now they're on my side, and the body changes. The body changes. There's something about the chemistry between a man and a woman that changes when they're not on that side anymore.
Is there a man in the comments that's willing to come up? I would like to know, how do you feel, if you're dealing with a woman and you're so into her, and then her vulva is like
not wet,
desert storm, as Lissa would say.
You have to come up. That's his fault. You know what I mean? Like if there's
no, not necessarily, because you got women that go through menopause and stuff like that.
You foreplay.
Not if it's medically.
All right,
you going through menopause.
Say hi, Ma.
I've come to realize that everything with men
is in on the right topic.
Penetration. Always. Hello.
Hi, Ma. You look nice.
Yeah. In TV land.
Hey.
You definitely look good, Miss Donna Lee. Yes.
I'm coming.
All right,
go ahead.
I'm coming. All right.
I'm coming.
It gets crazy here. Please close.
She said they would never do that on The View. Now, speaking of views, there were a lot of people.
Wait. We never. Nobody
wants
to address this topic.
I know for a fact, as a woman, I've had sexual experience with a man, and if it's not there, it's a mental blockage. And for some reason, if you need, like I said, if you need lip gloss or for the other lips, if you need spit, water, lubricant, sometimes it makes a man feel inadequate. The same way for a female, if a man has a problem getting an erection or a problem ejaculating in a certain amount of time in your mind, it might make you feel inadequate. So it's all about getting mentally on the same page and really sharing your body, because it's your mind, body, and spirit that you're sharing. So let's get rid of the casual interaction, because sometimes your vulva, as Bab said, don't want to casually be given to these dry men. So make sure that you are mentally there, because it's 90% mental and 10% physical, because that's just how it goes. Like, it's a mental blockage, I feel like, when it's Desert Storm. It's because your coochie like, who is this?
Have you ever been with a man whose penis doesn't get like?
Yeah, and that's why.
And it's kind of like like mushy, like halfway.
Nobody got no time for this.
I'm out of here. But anyway, the lube helps with all that, because you might be aroused, but you might not drink enough water, eat enough pineapple, or things of that nature. But your body wants it. So this lube that we're coming out with, Lucky CBD, helps with all of those issues. Because I've never even gave thought,
Well, I feel like
that lube.
I'm a place where I just want to meet my husband.
Thought that shit a floppy disk.
As a whole, I'm not sharing my mind, body, or spirit with anyone right now. I haven't felt that attraction, so I'm just not there. So I encourage women to get tapped into you, okay? The universe first.
Is that important to you, Lissa? If a man had everything else for the most part that was right, but the sex wasn't good, is that a deal breaker for you?
For me?
Yeah.
No, breaker. No, because like I said, for me, it's like I like people that can give me mental stimulation. So I just feel like, if you can keep me mentally, we could figure those other things out. Do that mouth work? What that mouth do?
How about
now,
you?
My mom might be watching the show, so we're gonna shift gears. I think I saw my pastor's name in the comment section. He probably ain't here no more.
Quick, let me answer Babs Bunny's question on Freaky Friday. We're adults, man. I have to keep reminding my mama that. See, I don't live with my mama because nothing like that. We got a house together because I don't want my mama living by herself. You know what I'm saying? So we gang over here. So we got a nice situation over here. What was it, Babs?
I wanted to know if the sex not good, is that a deal breaker? But everything else is great. Like, you like, yo, this girl is wonderful. Everything is good. Everything you wanted, but the sex is it's not good. It's horrible.
Now, let me explain to you about your friend Lady Luck, the Sagittarius. You ever heard that song by NXS? And they be like, you're my kind. I have this gift where I know everybody's sex. Anybody I look at, you can show me a picture. I can talk to them. I can tell you who has wax sex, who has dry sex. I could tell you, all I got to do is look at a person. We was in the store one day, right? And we was going in there to buy wigs. And it was me, I can't really tell this. It was me and two of my friends, right? Maybe three of us. It was like four of us, whatever. So everybody in there picking out their wigs, and the man come over to me. And he said something. He works here. And I said, sir, you are disgusting. It was so overwhelming. I had to and he was embarrassed. But I felt his whole energy. My friend went back a couple days later and told me that she got his number and it's the best sex she ever had.
No, going back. It's your friend going back for me.
No, because I knew. She told me, she said, how did you know? Right? I went to I'm trying to keep it so nobody could figure it out, but I'm at one of my ex's house. Me and my cousin is there, her friend is there. We eating dinner. Everybody's having a nice discussion. Everybody's just a clean discussion. At one point, I'm sober. At one point, I looked up. I was like, "Yo, you are nasty," and I because I could not hold it. And my cousin told me he went and found out, and she was. I have a gift, so
you're a psychic?
No. First of all, it's your energy, it's your eyes. It's always the energy, but then you look dead. And
So what is Babs? What is Babs?
I ain't gonna play that game with y'all.
Yeah, don't play that game with me. Please
But
don't.
got something, ladies and gentlemen. This whole cast is a good time, okay? and not that I would have a good time with my co-host, because that gives me nauseous, just the thought of it. But I'm men, women, I'm telling you, I could look at you. So I've never been in a situation where it was trash. Now you might not have been as good as the others. But I ain't never had a situation where
I've had some waste of time. I had some.
Now, if that happens, I will get up and tell you. I throw attitudes. Like I'm very.
Yo,
I'm very.
You like clip immediately. Ain't no like yo.
I'll stop.
Ghost town on your ass. That's a whole fact. Ghost town.
Well, let me think about this woman on a scale of 1 to 10. So the mom from the viral video, we only heard her voice initially when she was getting mad at her son or her child's father. She said she has 4 kids. She doesn't get her food stamps until the 11th. And he pulled up with one small bag of food just for his child. And we didn't know what this woman looked like. So she posted another video in which she is responding to the critics. We're going to get a listen and a look at the video. And then afterwards, I want to get not only your opinion, but I want Luck's assessment on her sex levels. What's her freak number? Let's take a look.
All right. Okay.
So the whole world is basically bashing me right now because I'm the baby mama who was upset at her baby daddy because he only decided to give his child McDonald's and not the rest of my other 3 kids. I have 4 kids. You knew the situation when you dated me. Our child is the youngest child. So keep that in mind before y'all make me the villain. That means all my other kids knew him. He was buying the McDonald's when we were together. My kids have to go through a transition of our breakup as well. Like, yeah, me and you broke up, but my kids got to feel it too. So now my kids have to see only one of their siblings get McDonald's and not the rest of them. And they know it's coming from you because, of course, like me and you used to be together. They used to see you. You used to do it for them. But now.
Okay, he used to do it for them. Now, Luck, would she do it for you? What is her sex number? What's her freak number? Is she giving up the good or the bad? And then I want to know both of your opinions on her response to the critics.
Can I do the response first? Can I do the response first?
Sure.
I'll be the sexpert. No, I didn't consider that aspect that she said just now. And I sort of start with her a little bit, even though I still feel like he don't owe them kids nothing. If he was doing it before, it's very, it is spiteful and vindictive to only bring it for the youngest child and all the kids knew you. You know what I mean? They obviously had a relationship with you before. So if that's something that you was doing before and now you being ice cold, I understand where she's coming from. But she's loud and she needs some etiquette classes. Now, see, there's a difference when it comes to sex. Like, are they just nasty and because they've had enough practice, they know what they're doing? Or is it passionate? Or is it both of those put together? And when you have both of those put together, that's when it's a wild ride. Now, she's the type of young lady, she's down for whatever. You know what I'm saying? Now, she my type, no. But she's very good. She look like she knows what she's doing with some fellatio. You don't get 4 kids and you don't know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? But she's not my type of time. But she definitely look like, she's here for a good time.
And you don't get a man to buy 3 of your kids McDonald's if that box ain't good. And every dude, I guess, is so good they don't even want to pull out. But on another note, how I feel about that. Number one, nobody even knew who you were. That's a whole fact. Unless it was your people and they decided,
You wanted some shine.
Yeah, well, I mean, she posted it, so I guess her people, they must have knew they was going through your page, but it was no reason for her to respond and say that, because it's clear that this man is upset with you. It's clear. It's clear that he's being spiteful, and he's trying to show the kids that look what mommy did. She messed up your McDonald's. Like, look how dirty your mom's is, so messed up that she had a good man in her life, was willing to take care of y'all when y'all own daddies ain't buying y'all McDonald's, okay? And she ain't mad at y'all daddies for not buying y'all McDonald's.
Hey, Babs.
She's
Babs.
mad at my son daddy
Nah.
for not buying y'all
No.
McDonald's. So he's being spiteful to the kids on some like, yeah, like your mom's a bird, and this is what happens when your mom's a bird. She messed up the bag. Y'all could have had mad chicken nuggets. He's trying to turn the kids against her. They gonna be like, yo, why couldn't I get the chicken nuggets? It's your fault that I can't get. Yo, this is how spiteful people do. So he probably, yo, if he could have spoke to them kids, he would have said, yo, not for nothing, I would have bought y'all some nuggets if your mom's wasn't such a thotty body. But being that she a thotty body, y'all gotta get y'all pops to buy y'all McDonald's. I was doing this for your moms. I'm telling you, this is how spiteful people move. Because if I wanted to be, listen, if I want to be spiteful and petty, I'm pettyana. I pull them kids to the side. I would have met them at school like, yo, want some real shit? I would have been like, y'all could have had some of them chicken nuggets. But your moms did me dirty. And now your nugget days is over, B.
Yo.
It's over.
Hey, I do this show.
Back to peanut butter and jelly you go. Peanut butter and jelly.
After, as much as we do this show, it makes me realize I'm glad I'm your friend and never tried to date a bitch like you. You sometimes are the worst person that I've... Hey, kids, Babs.
Peanut butter and jelly. Is you crazy? My kid, I hope he got the extra large one. The extra large value meal, too. Period.
It didn't look like it. It was definitely, because I worked at McDonald's when I was 17. That was definitely an A bag. It was probably a small fry and a burger in there.
It probably was a Happy Meal, which
you know
makes it even worse. It probably was, yo, if it was the Happy Meal, it makes it worse because now they got the toy. So now you got a burger and a toy, son. Y'all ain't getting nothing. Your mom is a thotty body.
Yo,
It's the next guy to do it. Period. I'm not doing it no more. It's over for all of y'all. It's over for everybody.
You're a horrible person.
Well, rapper B, it must be a Brooklyn thing, because Brooklyn rapper Manolo Rose, he took to his social media and he posted a meme of his own, and I feel like Babs is the same way. He said, this is his son eating McDonald's without his baby mother other kids. Okay? That's his baby. That baby gonna eat. His baby gonna eat. And that is how I feel like what Babs is saying is what it is.
I feel sorry for them kids on Christmas. Watch how he pull up for Christmas, yo. Them other kids gonna be sick. She better get a new nigga before Christmas. She better get a new nigga before Christmas. Because I'm telling you, son, it's over for them kids on Christmas. Them other 3 kids, yo, he gonna get his son the car, the shit, that the order, the shit you charge. He gonna get that nigga that, and he gonna tell her, you better not let your other kids ride in this shit. He gonna tell his son, you better not let nobody else ride in this car.
Okay, so ladies, growing up, all of you young ladies who are tuned into the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show, what have you learned this past week when watching the news and you see Roe versus Wade and you are hearing the way Babs Bunny is looking at single mothers with multiple children? Be smarter with your box. Make sure that any man that you are sleeping with, up. Do not have multiple children in multiple broken homes, because this is what it will land to. And now those children will have PTSD and trust issues and daddy issues growing up as well. So let's stop breaking our communities down and be smarter who you have a baby with.
Be smart who you have a baby with, and also be smart with the person who want to buy the kids that's not theirs McDonald's. Don't be mad at him. You should have called they daddies and said, yo, this nigga bringing his son McDonald's and you ain't bringing your kids nothing. Talking about, oh, he did it before. Yeah, before he knew you was a thotty body. Period. He not obligated to take care of them kids. You better call they fathers and tell they fathers to go cop them milkshakes and them goddamn Happy Meals.
Yo, you don't know
Period.
how I be when I be like things happen like this, and I be like, yo, thank God I'm gay. Like, yo, one day, like they told me I was going to hell this whole time for my lifestyle, but then it hit me like, yo, being gay has been a blessing. Imagine like I had a baby daddy and his moms was thinking like what Babs is saying right now.
But there are some in the comments that were arguing that the woman definitely had makeup on, she had a wig on, she had eyelashes on. So
She's
if
going
she made
viral.
But if she made the sacrifice to not buy those,
you know, if she want to go more viral, pull up on the other kids' fathers. Pull up on them niggas and be like, yo, where's the McDonald's?
I'm glad I'm gay.
I'm so tired of women feeling like somebody else is obligated. Don't get mad at that person. Go to the other kid's fathers. Yes, he's being spiteful. Yes, he's being petty. And you should have thought about that before you did what you did. She did something to make that man be that petty. Well, you knew who you was dealing with.
Well, just being a decent human being, if you bringing food over for that child, you played stepdaddy.
Everybody not decent, love. Everybody, when you hurt and you hurt people, and they hurt kids too. And so them kids ain't getting no McDonald's.
Please calm down, Babs. Whoever did it, I'm sorry. Please, I'm sorry.
I always suggest that all mothers, take care of your child, because even the father of your children can turn his back on you as well. So let's do our best to put ourselves in positions to take care of our children. Yes, we should hold their fathers accountable, but like she was parading and she was yelling about, she said her food stamps don't get until the 11th. That means that you're not working, you're not doing anything in addition to waiting on the 1st or the 15th or the 11th or whatever day that you get your food stamps. So the other days of the month, what are you doing to provide for your children? Let's not rest on government assistance. Yes, old dirty bastard taught us that it's okay to have a record deal and still get crab legs on your EBT card, but you still have to get the money the other way as well. Don't just rest on government assistance, okay?
In the great words of Michael Jackson, what about the children? All right, that's why I got Mike tattooed on me. Not because he danced and he sang, because he worried about the dolphins and because he worried about the world.
But look at the man in the mirror. So hold yourself accountable. Look at the man in the mirror and start changing your ways. If you knew better, you do better, okay? So what we're not going to do, if you want to heal the world and make it a better place, it starts with you and the man in the mirror, and it don't matter if you black or white. Get it together. Okay?
I'm gonna bring all the kids something to eat if I go. Maybe not McDonald's, but I'll go get a pizza. Pizza. I mean, it's $5-10.
Dollar menu. He could have did better, but the same way eyelashes cost $3? You could have bought 3 cheeseburgers with your eyelashes, but you didn't do that. You went and bought eyelashes and a wig and made sure that you looked good or good enough for your viral video.
Nobody. I ain't judging nobody, man. That's
Period. And when the relationship is over, it's over. If you was you're my step kid when we're together. If I'm not together with your mother no more, you're not my step kid. No. And maybe he didn't like them other kids. All kids are not likable. All right? I was dealing with it when I was with her because I wanted to be with her. And so I was willing to deal with it. But now I'm not buying 4 Happy Meals. My guy, McDonald's is not cheap. I'm not doing it. It's time for they daddies to step up. Period.
I'm gonna just shut up. Go ahead.
Listen, I'm talking about somebody that's petty. And you have to understand it's a lot of petty people out here. I wouldn't do it. if I rocked with your kid. I wouldn't do it. But it's a lot of petty people out here, and I'm just looking at it for what it is. And that's a whole fact. Your morals could be, oh, he should be doing this. He should be doing that. He should be taking care of his son that he made with her. Whatever he chose to do when they was together is what he chose to do. He's being petty, and that's it. Period.
He is being petty. Now, we're going to leave the McDonald's alone, and we're going to go to Madonna. Okay, Madonna was definitely having a happy meal. So during Pride weekend, Madonna had a performance. I was actually in the building. And now there's a viral video of Madonna tonguing down somebody's daughter. Some are saying she's too old to do this. Some are saying leave the material girl alone. Now, is the material girl, is that material too old? Is it polyester or is it still satin, silk? What is 63-year-old Madonna too old to be slobbing down people, daughters at concerts? Remember, she did that at the MTV Awards when she kissed Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera. She's still out here kissing on people's children. So do y'all feel like she's too old? I mean, this is a consenting adult, but she's not 63.
As long as you can do it, I say do it. She got one life as Madonna, and she better live it to the fullest. I don't care if, listen, I'm kissing young girls too when I'm 70 years old, tongue all in their mouth. Period. Heard you. So if you that's a grown, look like she about 28, 29. These dudes do it. Why not? Live your life, Madonna.
Some are saying it's giving Ben gay, but Madonna been gay. We already know, okay? She been gay. So, look, what do you feel? You said she doing anything for clout?
Madonna didn't force that young lady to kiss her. That young lady was going in more than Madonna was just now. So she did that. She knows what's going on. And then the thing is, the people paid to see that stuff. They know what they were getting into. Everybody who's judging Madonna, you ain't paid to go to the concert. You're not into that stuff. But Madonna's people made that happen. But she needs to be careful because almost everybody Madonna touched, they oh God, don't get me in trouble. Everybody Madonna ever touched went crazy.
Tupac crazy?
Rodman, Devontae, Britney Spears, even Big Daddy Kane career was right. after that. Big Daddy, look this shit up. If I'm bugging, look this shit up. Everybody Madonna ever been with, something happened to them niggas, yo. Shorty baby, careful.
Listen, shout out to Madonna.
Let her live her.
What we gotta do. That's just it. She's still out there. She's still performing. They want to kiss her. It's a privilege to kiss Madonna. They probably, you know how you grow up and be like, oh, I can't wait to get older so I could meet this person. They couldn't wait to meet Madonna and get a kiss from Madonna. Period.
And then look what happened. Look at Britney Spears.
But you don't have. Huh?
Look at Britney Spears since that. Y'all, I would never kiss
You might have to be a certain age, like Babs was saying, to kiss on Madonna, but you clearly did not have to be a certain age to kiss on R. Kelly. And according to the reports, R. Kelly, Robert Kelly, Chicago's own, the Pied Piper, has been sentenced to 30 years in federal prison for, they're saying, federal charges including sex crimes and human trafficking. Of course, he's going to appeal. We just want to get the ladies' opinions. How do y'all feel about the Pied Piper getting 30 years?
I think I'm going to shut up.
I'm all right. I'm not going to go too much into it either, love, but I'm going to say this. I'm waiting to see what happens to the rest of the team because I feel like it's a lot of other people that needs to be arrested as well. And so at the end of the day, he didn't do this by himself. And it's a lot of people that helped and aided him. And so what happens to them? And that's all I want to say about that.
I'm not condoning things, but we come from a culture, every girl I know, at least every black girl I know, has either dated an older guy tried to talk to them, or the older guys was dating their friends, older guys picking their girls up from the school. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying the culture that we come from, right? Might happen with the white kids too. Then on top of that,
Hugh Hefner.
But when you have a movie about y'all greatest performer out right now, and y'all celebrate he married a 14-year-old woman, something's not right. When
come on, Elvis
Allen's still out here walking the streets, something's not right.
Exactly.
And y'all praise these people. And like these people, I'm not saying, the girlfriend of Jeffrey Epstein, I ain't getting into all that because I don't want nobody coming in my house with the do. Okay, but everything is on. You need to just go research all the evidence is outside. But what I'm simply saying is, I'm not saying R. Kelly is right, but R. Kelly's doing a lot of people's time. These parents brought these kids over there. R. Kelly wasn't kidnapping anybody. There's grown women crying in the documentary about they couldn't leave. Why not, sis? Now, manipulative.
Burgers. You heard what Bab said? He petty. He was going to take them burgers away from them, and they wanted to continue with living that life. Like they going to act like it was abuse, but at the end of the day, like you say, they could have walked away.
Like all I'm simply saying is, like, R. Kelly didn't kidnap anybody. You get what I'm saying? Like, I understand things might have been manipulative, but even when you watch it, they don't like he was beating me out mentally and all that. Like, nah, you was there for the good life, sis. Now, he was wrong with being with younger women, but he's not the first man in history to ever be with younger women. And these young women, from whatever tapes they showed us, did not look like it was their first rodeo. I am not giving no excuse. What I'm saying is the age difference was absolutely wrong to get that man 30 years. And there's people out here who have been out in the publicly, and y'all celebrating it. Something's just not right, and it's not fair. 30 years is highly excessive. It wasn't sex trafficking when you have people out here really kidnapping girls. Girls is missing. They are stealing them from their homes. They are making them do unthinkable things. You understand what I'm saying? There's a difference between what was going on there. And then a lot of us are like, burn him at the stake. And all of us are having this witch hunt for him. And we did not rally behind R. Kelly. And because we were upset that he was having younger girls, but black people, if there's nobody in your family who willingly was 17 years old and was dating a 23-year-old, or if none of us was 16 years old, full mind, of course, our minds are not developed, but we remember where we came from.
And of course, their minds are not developed, but that's the point. Even though there are young women who date, older men, a lot of the times, like you're saying, their minds are not developed, and we've been conditioned to think that
we talk to older boys. We knew girls is 17 talking about they can't mess with no boys on their level. Like, come on, ladies, we know where we were at.
No, I'm saying that at the end of the day, black, white, or indifferent, yes, it has been a conditioning where we feel it's okay. Like, there's a certain like gap that I feel like is okay, and then there's a certain gap that is like, word, okay. Like right now with Diddy and Young Miami. In real life, he's about 30-something years older than her. She's like 24 and he's like 50-something. So it's like when she was 17 and he was in his 40s, everybody would have said, oh my God, what's happening? But now that she's 24, what have you, whatever age, like no one cares. It's like, oh, go girl, hold up your man's sign, support your men. So it's like, we've been conditioned to feel like certain things that may be taboo to others is the norm.
Well, 30, look, I'm not one to judge, but 30 years old is crazy. But I'm not one to judge. My dad is 20 years older. My biological father 20 years older than my mother. You get what I'm saying? So maybe when you're dating somebody older, there's things that they could teach you. Y'all could grow together. There's a good dynamic with it. 30 is crazy. But I'm not condoning in any way anything R. Kelly did. So I don't want anybody to get it misconstrued. I am not condoning anything, but I sympathize with that man. And 30 years is excessive.
I just think that it's messed up that
I was in court. I'm sorry. I was in court one time, right? And you know how you have to listen to the stories that happened before you. So I got there when the defense was speaking of this man. It was a slim man, Middle Eastern, and he was talking about how he take care of his older mother, how he works in the pet store. He told me all kind of things about this man. And I was like, see, the government always fucking with somebody. Then it was the prosecutor's turn. His daughter and his wife couldn't be there because he was raping his 12-year-old daughter. So they did a victim. What's it called when they send a letter in? The impact story. And she had to read off how this man was raping his 12-year-old daughter and blaming it on her because she came and sat on her daddy's lap. That's who should get 30 years. I think that nigga got off for probation. It's
okay. Also, we have people like Epstein and especially Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner housed so many situations and parties where young age girls were having sexual encounters with executives and grown-ups and men that were way older than them, and he got a home going. They sent him to heaven, but they want to send Bill Cosby to jail. They want to. So it's just like, my only thing is, if you're gonna hold one person accountable, hold everyone accountable. That's where I feel like it's no different when it's you know, R. Kelly as opposed to, you know, like you said, Woody Allen. Woody Allen legit raised his second wife. He and his first wife adopted a young girl that he fell in love with, and now that's his second wife. But no one said anything's wrong with that. He legit raised her. Like, she was thinking of you as a father figure. How did you become a husband figure?
They have a movie out right
like that, and stop holding our black men accountable and watching them, you know, be dragged through the mud. Meanwhile, the media and people praise others that do the same, if not worse.
They have a movie out right now where they're telling you that Elvis was sleeping with a 14-year-old girl and the mother forced them to get married.
Is that his, like, see, is that Priscilla? Was that Priscilla?
Yes. But
you know what I'm saying?
Come on, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's like a manipulation on the mind, and that's where I was saying that we get conditioned to think that certain things are the norm when it's really taboo and it's not okay. Now, before we go, I did want to get into today's chit chat topic, which is outgrowing friends and relationships. So it's like, how do you handle it when you've outgrown a friendship or outgrown a relationship? Is this just something that you have a conversation and tell somebody, I don't want to hang out with you anymore, I don't want to be, or do you just like ghost them, or do you stick around until, you know, the end of the relationship? Do you let it just deteriorate? What about you, Lupta? How do you deal with outgrowing relationships or friendships? Babs is not here.
I'm here.
Oh, you are? Okay.
I outgrowing like a relationship, like we're together,
or a friendship. You ever had a friendship that you just like, you know what, like, it's run its course. You still love the person. There's no love lost, but you just know that you are in a different level. Maybe y'all on two different frequencies, and it's time for you to move on.
Life normally takes care of these things. Like, you know, the phone calls slow down, the interaction, you know, slows down, things of that nature. Sometimes people just really get busy in life, you know, and or people just start seeing things different ways. But I just, like, you know, I don't just like dead you, but I definitely, you know, start making a distance between things.
Would you take offense if someone, you know, decided that they no longer wanted to, you know, be your friend, and they decided to start to drift off? Like, would you feel some kind of way, or do you just accept that?
I've spoken to one of my friends, this was years ago when I was in a dark place, and I was like, yo, bro, I don't hear from you enough, you know, what's going on? I love you. He was like, honestly, you're not a good friend. And he broke it down to me on the things that, you know, at that time in my life that I was doing. And like, and he, you know, even his doctor had told him, therapist, something. And I was a good friend at that time. You know, I wasn't a good person. So I had to respect it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm used to it. Like, I do hundreds of, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's using season. So it's been people I hung out with and we were together because our interests were criminal activities, you know. Then you drift away from that. Now you have friends, you know, doing music or doing the things that you know, the things that interest you. You know what I mean?
I do agree with you. Babs, how do you deal with outgrowing friends? Do you believe that you outgrow people? How do you handle that?
I, it just happens, really. Anybody that I'm not friends with no longer is really because some shit actually happened, and I'm just like, I'm not effing with you. I don't really think could say a true friend that I've outgrown a true friendship. I've had friends for years, you know, even if I don't see them for years, we still speak to each other. And so I don't think I've ever outgrown a friendship. I've outgrown associates or maybe people that I thought was my friend. I was, you know, I was confused at the time. I was fooled. I thought you were my friend. Or maybe they were my friend at some
At that
point.
time.
Yeah, at that time they were my friend, and then, you know, they decided to not be my friend anymore. But yeah, my real friends, we still friends, you know, and I won't allow them to outgrow me. I pop up. I pops up at jobs. I be like, oh, who you hanging out with? Like, if I see you hanging out with somebody too much, Lissa, I'm gonna be like, yo, who is that? And I'm gonna throw her mad shit. You gonna have to be like, yo, be nice. Like, Luck, no, like, you gotta tell me I'm that friend. Like, listen, be nice.
Tutorial.
Yeah.
My pastor said you have companions, you have comrades, and you have, it was another C word. I wish I wrote it down. But basically in life, like, you have friends where, like, y'all friends because y'all share the same interests. You know what I mean? But if that interest is not there anymore, you separate ways. Then you have friends that, like, you can confide in, or confidants. That's what it was. You got friends you can ride with, you know, and those would be the people who is there for life. You know what I mean? Then you just have people who just playing, you know, for that reason. Like, I have friends when I was down bottom, we was down bottom, we held each other up. But, you know, like, when we changed lifestyles and changed positions in life, it might not be the same. But then today is my friend Kira's birthday. Happy birthday, Kira. We were 9. So it's like, I don't question it.
Best friend when we were in elementary and junior high school, and now we still stay in contact when we see each other. It's always love, but we're not best friends in like the same way. And I also have friends that, like, I outgrown them because their frequency is really low. So I always feel like, if you're walking really fast and your friend's walking really slow, either they're gonna speed up or you're gonna slow down. I can't slow down. Like, I'm always thinking about my daughter, helping my family. So if you're the kind of like a gossipy, negative friend, I can only pray with you so much before it's like, okay, I'll see you when I see you. It's no love lost, but I've definitely outgrown people. And again, there's no love lost, not beef. It's just that we're on 2 different levels. And when I see you, it's going to be love. And you also got to know what friends is when. Your party friends, the friends you can confide in, and the friends is just, you know, hey girl, how you doing? And then you have family. Those friends that turn into family, and those are the people I feel like, you know, they ain't going nowhere. We family.
Sometimes though, when you evolve in life or in your career, sometimes some of your friends will think that you've changed, and you know, they start to act different towards you, and instead of celebrating you, it's like a underlying jealousy type of thing. And you know, they start to say, oh, you acting funny, or you know, you've changed. Like, yes, I've changed, my life has changed, I'm still me, but the things I used to do, I can't do it no more. So you mad at me because I can afford to eat lobster with butter sauce every day now, and now I'm the bitch and I'm acting brand new. No, bitch, my money's brand new, and I'ma spend it, and I'ma live good, and I'ma eat my lobster. Now you welcome to have some, but don't get mad at me, and don't feel entitled. Don't feel like I'm supposed to give you the lobster. Like, oh yeah, you got lobster. She ain't even give me. Like, bitch, I worked for this lobster.
Facts. And I like to help. Like I said, I'm a very helpful person. Like, I like to help people to elevate. So I'm going to always encourage my friends. And if there's anything I could do to help, but the first thing you need to do is help yourself, because sometimes you end up drowning because you're trying to save your friend from drowning. So it's like, I'm always going to give an encouraging word. But if it feels like I believe in you more than you believe in yourself, if it feels like you're not reciprocating the energy, I want to be a fountain and not a drain. So you're not going to run me dry. So I definitely, like I said, I always exhaust all options before I outgrow you. But baby, have I outgrown a lot of people, and I don't look back. I love you though.
Life changes, you know what I'm saying? A perspective change, you know, everything changes in life. Like I said, I've been through so many versions of myself, and there's people who I've hung out with and done things with that I wouldn't even associate myself with today. So, you know, we grow. Shout out to evolution. Shout out to God. And shout out to our prayer line tomorrow, 10 a.m. Free ministry. The link is in my bio, 10 a.m. Eastern time. You know, pull up and pray with us. All right.
Yes, and don't feel entitled. I remember one of my close friends, I asked her, I was like, yo, why every time I invite you places, you don't come out? You know, I'm like, I feel away. Like, you my friend. I'm doing X, Y, and Z, and I want you to be there with me. And she told me that, oh, I need to take her shopping. And yeah, I can't make this up. She told me that I should take her shopping because I want her to be around celebrities and she feel like she don't look like a celebrity. Yes, and that's why she don't come out with me, because I never took her shopping. I can't make this up. Now on some real shit, this is my friend. So my thing is, if I'm like, yo, I want you to come out with me, all she had to say is, I don't have nothing to wear. And I'd have said, all right, let's go get you something to wear. But the fact that you sitting back, feeling like you need to look like a celebrity, you not a celebrity. I'm not gonna have you come out with me looking crazy, but you want to look like Mary J. Blige, and I need to fund that. I got to fund that for you. This is crazy.
I tell you all the time, but you don't listen to me. But I mean, I don't want to sit here and tell the friend stories. I'm just happy that God's a friend. I stay busy. You call me, I call you, you pick up. Like, we talk, we don't. Like, I'm on a different thing, man, because that friend thing, I've been through it in my 20s and my 30s. This is a new thing for me. Like, if we talk, we talk. We don't. Like, I don't even like people energies. People can mess up your whole day. You could be happy and they call you with they shit. And I am not a dumpster. You are not bringing that shit over here. So I'm cool right now.
Yeah, something I learned from Lady Luck, and I still do it to this day, is if someone's telling me something and I start getting overwhelmed and my anxieties are getting high, I feel consumed with the negativity, I immediately start to pray. We're going to pray. We giving this to God. We're going to give this to God.
Too much.
Hand this to the Lord. I can't hold this. We're going to give this to God. We're going to pray. We're not doing it.
Yo, just know when you out here working hard, and it's sad because when you first start, people will act like they so supportive. But like when they really see you shaking and they really see you shaking the table, all of a sudden the support starts to get less and less. Like, I'm telling you. And they start to act funny. They start to act weird. And then you're going to have some people that's going to feel entitled. And it's going to hurt you because you want these people to be there. Like, yo, that's the main thing. You want the people there that knew you before. But the people that knew you before might feel away. They might be jealous.
You outgrown them. You don't fit in that box anymore. And that's a hard realization that we have. We don't realize when we've outgrown situations. So we try to hold on to friends that we've known for a very long time, but we're not in that same box. So, like, Like, you know, my friend, she was telling me about her sister, and she was like, yo, I wish my sister, you know, lost a little bit of weight, this, that, and the third. And I was like, your sister look good for where she at in her life. You're not living her life. You've outgrown whatever it is that she's doing. You on a different path, like, but where she's at, she's popping. You get what I'm saying? Like, I have friends who I've known since first grade, but our conversations is different. Our wants are like, I got a homegirl, like we 40, and she's talking about, yo, let's pull up, let's smoke. You know what I'm saying? But that's where she's at in her life. I don't just pull up to people's house, we smoke a blunt. I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you outgrow these people. Sometimes they have different wants, different needs than you, or don't. You get what I'm saying? And it's hard to see somebody like from the bottom, like me, and then all of a sudden they start blowing up, and you want me to come celebrate that? Nah, like my bills are still due. Like I don't have a gift. I don't have a talent. I still gotta go do Metro, or you get what I'm saying? So it just be like, yo, I love you, and I love you from a distance. I'll check in, but then the better you do, the more the hands is out. Because then I was there in the beginning. See, like
But that's them feeling obligated, luck too, and it's just like, yo, you got a lot of people. My thing is, we gonna feed the team, but you gonna work. That's just what it is. Because at the end of the day, I'm here for the team, and I know my real friends. I just had an event this past weekend. One of my friends, I grew up with her. I knew this girl since I was 8 years old. She texted me that morning, B, have a great event. You know, like, that meant something to me. She didn't have to do that. Why is she thinking about my event? But she needed to say that to her friend. Like, I know that she back home hoping that I do good. Sometimes those little things matter, because those little things are big things. Like, just say congratulations, yo, do good tonight. Let me know that even though I can't be there, I'm supporting you from the background, and that I love you and I want you to win. Your win is my win too, because you're my friend. So that's how that goes.
When you outgrow a friend, let them go immediately. I had a friend, we were tight. She was my ride or die bitch. We were doing robberies and scams and dark things together. But after I got out of jail and I said, I don't want to do jail again, I did it a couple more times and I didn't do it no more. But the point is, when I stopped living that lifestyle, my energy and everything's different. Now, this is back in '03. You know what I'm saying? Now, I tried to be her friend again when I moved out to LA. We don't have the same conversations, and we not in the same nothing. But I still tried to make it work because we were out here in LA. And I knew her since then, and it's my ride or die bitch, my ride or die bitch. Long story short, it ended up like just fucking me over when I was coming back home. And that's somebody I knew all the time. Like, I got cut off. She's still scamming. She's still, you know, she's still mixing. And that's not the vibe or energy I want around me right now. I'm here prospering. I'm praying. I'm doing this, that, third, and, you know, frequencies and meditating. When you know that that person is not on the same wavelength, don't hold on to somebody in your life just because you've known them for a long time. You know what I mean? Because y'all interests when y'all was younger might be Barbie dolls. Now, if y'all grow together and y'all still on the same, you know, it might be different career paths, but the same frequency, the same love, then that's something different. But like, so I still have friends. My friend Yasmin from 8th grade, I still am cool with a lot of people, but when we ain't on the same thing no more, then it's cool. There's a reason or a season, and I don't wish you no harm.
Well, speaking of season, this is season 2 of the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show. We hope you enjoyed this experience. I know I did. It was an amazing conversation. Make sure you are following the BEC Show on Instagram, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Have an amazing weekend. Isn't this, what is it, 4th of July weekend?
Yeah.
You better have some fun, okay? Get your fireworks together, but make sure you pay your rent first. Make sure that rent is paid. Make sure the bills is paid. And then go outside and have fun.
That's crazy, because it's like, yo, not for nothing, the rent, all the bills is done, and then like 3 days later, you supposed to have like this cookout, and then with inflation, and then all of this money you supposed to spend on food. So this cookout, everybody got to bring something. Like, I'm not doing that where, hey, come over and everybody eats and drinks for free. No. So let's everybody chip in, because the recession is about to come. Be wise, with your money and how you are spending your money. Don't even buy extra hot dogs to put on the grill. You want everything to go. I don't want no leftovers. I don't want no cold burgers. Burgers is so nasty the next day after, you know, the ones you cook on the grill and then they don't eat it. No. And ain't no taking home plates. We ain't got that. You gonna eat here and that's it. We ain't even got enough food for you to take a to-go plate. Eat what you got at home since you going.
But what if you don't get your food stamps until the 11th? You got to feed your 4 kids.
Well, you should have stretched your money. If your stamps come on the 11th, you knew that last month. Stretch your money, make it work. Or be like Shorty and get you a dude that's going to come in and if you treat him right and get 4 Happy Meals. So now he's going to buy 4 packs of Franks. And, you know, when your stamps come on the 11th, you lit because now you got your Shorty to help you. But, you know, I'm not no financial advisor here. I just know that they keep talking about a recession and we got to be wise with our money. You might can't have cheese inside your hot dog. You might can't even have cheese on your burger this 4th.
I pray that you
might not be able to have cheese on your burger, but hopefully you got cheese in your pocket.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a wonderful time. Let's go. Yeah, you think it's crazy.
Yeah. This is a public service announcement. No more days will be played. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show with Lady Luck, Fast, Bunny, and I go by Miss Lissa.
It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese. Hey.
It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show. Come and give you what you need. And it's 3 times a week. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese.
What?